Welcome back to Burton Waters Boat Sales. My name's Ed. Today we're taking a look at this 2006 Crownline 340 CR. Quite an interesting one this. So one owner for a new boat, imported actually from the States. So the current owner bought her all the way from Florida. Hasn't had particularly massive use out of her, so she hasn't done that many hours. So since 2006 she's only covered around 86 or so hours. We'll do the normal sort of stuff we've done at all. We'll have a look at the cockpit area and the internal layout. But as we're down here, we'll start off having a look at the exterior of the boat. So if you're familiar with Crownline at all, you see it's got sort of typical Crownline styling, typical colour scheme. We feature a lot of the smaller Crownlines on our channel, 250s, 270s, etc. The main thing is you've got the blue stripe on the gel. It's a little bit faded. It could do with a power polish, but that's something we can do here quite easily. So we can quote for that. We can also do all your servicing work for you and anything else that you might think of ready for the new season. So without further ado, let's go and have a look at the cockpit area. So we've featured quite a lot of Crownlines before, particularly the 250s and 270s, so sort of smaller variants really. This being a 340, it's obviously significantly bigger. So this overall length of this boat is around 36 feet, and you sort of feel that not only in the cockpit area but also down in the accommodation. We'll cover down there a little bit later on in the video, but certainly in this cockpit area, although the layout feels very familiar if you've been on sort of smaller boats before, it's just a lot more space essentially. So you've got a big seating area over to the starboard side. You've got to remember as well, this is where you're going to be spending the majority of your time, so you want something that's very spacious. You've got a seating area over to starboard, you've got a seating area over to the port side as well, so this Chaise longue area. Got a wet bar slightly further back on the port side as well, with a sink and additional fridge. You have got another fridge downstairs, we'll come to that a little bit later on as well. And your helm position, which is a double helm seat with a bolster seat as well. Engine access, so you've got a couple of Mercruiser 350 mags, which is directly underneath where Fred's pointing now, and that lifts up on, it's an electrical motor which lifts up the whole engine hatch so you can get access to them for your daily checks, etc. Over to the helm position itself. So when it was built, it was only, the owner's not really taken it anywhere of significance in terms of out into sea or anything like that. So if you are on inland waterways, if you're going up and down a river, you wouldn't really feel the need to fit anything. It's got a depth gauge, but you're not going to be needing anything like a chart plotter or anything like that. If you did want to take it sort of coastal or anything like that, and you want to have something fitted, that's something we could obviously accommodate here. So you've got this big blank space on the dash, and we can essentially fit what you want. If you wanted something like Raymarine, Axiom, Garmin, Plotter, whatever you want really, we can fit and accommodate, and it'll go and fit quite nicely onto there. The main sort of feature though of this cockpit is this really nice big hard top. On the sort of smaller boats, you've got a radar arch, but it sort of comes around the side, and there's not this extra sort of GRP. So you see it's got the extra supports towards the front here, just to take the weight. But it covers quite a significant part of the cockpit area. So going from the top of the windscreen there, all the way back to this section here, there's two sort of positives about that really. One is it lessens your reliance on the canopies, so you've only really got this canopy section at the back and the section at the front. The whole area is not taken up with the canopy. Plus you can also fit any extras that you want inside the hardtop itself. So if Fred tilts the camera up, you see you've got speakers in there, so you can fit them in there to get more sort of sound coming through, and also you have got more sort of natural light coming through because there's a hatch that can open at the top of the sunroof there as well. Okay, down into the accommodation now, and this is more of an American's take on how a 36-foot sports cruiser should be. So a lot of the times you'll see a boat with separate bulkheads. This feels more open plan to it, feels a lot bigger. You've got a seating area over to the starboard side. Your main fixed berth is forward. So if you've been on a Bayliner 285 or anything like that, it's a lot like that in its design. Have got a curtain which comes across, so you can close that section off. Galley over to the port side, so you've got a ceramic hob. As mentioned earlier, you've got another fridge, so you've got a fridge upstairs and a fridge downstairs as well. Microwave up here. just nice bits of storage. You've got these all over the port and starboard side, so you can see you've got different areas to tuck things away. Over on the starboard side, that's not an area wasted either, because you've got all these big cabinets which open, store stuff away. If you're going away for a long time on the boat, it's nice to have a few places just to store some bits and pieces. You have got sort of the secondary accommodation towards the aft there. So it's what I'd sort of call a sort of snug area. So you could use it for sort of relaxing. If you want to sort of chill down there towards the end of the day, you can. What's particularly nice as well is a lot on the smaller boats, sort of space at the back is a bit of a compromise, because it feels like you're potentially hemmed in. This has got a sort of a lot bigger opening space, so it's less claustrophobic in its sort of feel, really. You've also got additional cushions there to make it into a sort of more permanent berth as well, if you like. So you've got sort of permanent berth at the back there, and then one at the bow as well. Then over to the port side, got your bathroom area. So it's quite sizable, really, with it being an American boat as well. It's got a vacuum toilet. It's a nice feature. It's not a manual one like you get with a lot of UK boats where you're constantly pumping it. So it's got a vacuum system, so it makes it just that a little bit more efficient and nice to live with, basically. Thank you as ever for taking the time to watch this quick video on the Crownline 340 we have for sale. It's currently on the market at the minute for $69,950, available to view 7 days a week here at our office in Lincoln. Remember to like the video, subscribe for more content to come, it really helps the channel, and we'll see you again on the next video.